I'm going to play all three of these sound bites. Pat Smith, the mother of Sean Smith, computer specialist killed at the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, along with our ambassador. She was on CNN last night, and what she said is infuriating. The administration will not tell her what happened to her son. The administration is lying. They continue to blame what happened to him on a video. It's folks, it's simply unacceptable. And this kind of stuff really bothers me. And I'm struggling to try to explain to you why. But it has to do with the fact that I don't think that these people have a genuine and true appreciation or understanding for people like the Smiths. In fact, most of the people in this country, we're sitting here in an absolute, we're just north of an economic depression. And as far as the media and Obama concerned, the world still is about him. Everything's about him. Everything's about his debate performance, why it was so bad. Everything's about Biden tonight. Everything's about them. The media makes everything about them. The media makes everything about Obama. They all together get together and make everything about them. They think they're the most important things in the world. They think they're the sun. Everybody else revolves around them. And they're nothing without people like this family. They're nothing. They couldn't do what this family does. Has not. And people like them. They call them a great silent majority, whatever. I call them the people that make the country work. The people that are not seeking fame. They're not trying to get noticed. They're doing everything they can to play by the rules that they have believed generation to generation to generation. Right thing to do. How to succeed in life, how to raise kids, knowing that nobody's perfect. But they're out there doing, in many cases, the work that most people wouldn't do. They volunteer for duty that most people don't volunteer for. And I think they're taken for granted by way too many people in our upper echelon elites. Let me try to explain this, if I can, get a little personal. I've been very lucky. Very economically, I've been blessed and more fortunate than I ever dreamed or anybody in my family ever thought possible. And I try every day to make sure that I don't take any of it for granted in my own way. Like my job, I'm working harder at it than ever. I haven't yet phoned it in. For the reasons are personal, but it's also I have a proper work ethic, but it's a lot of it, audience expectation. There are people investing a lot of time and money in this program. They're owed respect. I like sharing my passions with people. I like sharing the things that I love with people, particularly those that otherwise wouldn't have a chance to have some of the things that I have. And I've got a prize closet back there that's filled with Apple stuff. I've got some iPhone 5s that I'm waiting for the right time, but I've got some computers and iPads and so forth, and you've heard me give them away here. Every time we give one of these away, the people that receive them are just blown away, happy, appreciative, and that's what makes it all worth it, and it's what continues. I mean, a lot of the people would never have any of this stuff. They can't afford it. Not in this economy. Most people cannot do the things Obama can do, or anybody in the political class, or even I can do. And yet, they're the ones, many of them are you in this audience. You're the ones that really make the country work. And I am still, I don't know the word, awe or impressed or affected deeply when I see how something that to me could very easily be taken granted means everything to somebody else. Means everything to them. Give you an example. We had one of the tea contest winners, the people at one of the contest sweepstakes, they came to watch the program for a day. And that night, a bunch of the tea staff took them to dinner at a local restaurant. And that was not part of the deal. I was not going to go to that because I can't hear at those things, and it's be frustrating for everybody. But I dropped in and there were, 8 of them there, 8 couples. And I had 8 iPhones left. So I grabbed the 8 iPhones and I went over there and I gave them the iPhones, and they started, 3 or 4 started crying. And to me, it was easy as heck to give away that iPhone. It was no sweat off my back, but to see how They appreciated it. I don't know, folks. It's just one of the things that keeps me grounded. And I don't think, how can you lie to a mother whose son has been killed in service to you, your administration, your country? How can you do that? How can you be so cavalier as to treat even that as just the next thing in a series of political events that you want to try to massage to your benefit? I don't understand the callousness of that. And I can't relate to the callous isn't the word, that I don't know what the word is, but to not even see the humanity of people, just see a political opportunity here. Here we have a guy who volunteered to defend his country. He's at a consulate on 9/11. He's not adequately protected, not allowed to be armed. The administration has tried to secure his safety and the ambassador with locally hired bodyguards. And one of the job requirements is that they have, it's not requirement, it's okay, the job application, if you engage in same-sex behavior or marriage, that's fine, you can still apply. But but they're not even professionals, they're just local, quote-unquote, bodyguards. And 9/11, the anniversary of 9/11, and you don't ramp up for it. And then all hell breaks loose. Your ambassador dies and 3 other Americans with him. And you start this cheap explanation that it was a video that made it happen when there was no evidence of it. And after everybody knows there's no evidence, you continue to tell the mother of one of the 4 dead Americans that it was a video. You lie to her face. Believe me, folks, I just can't relate to this. The cynicism and this woman is nothing. She's just, I don't know that they see it that way, but they'd better not. They better not look at this woman or her son as nothing. They wouldn't be where they are without people like this. Yeah. There were things bigger. As far as, by the way, this is not, I don't mean to be just indicting Obama here. I think the entire political class is so distant from the way most people in this country really live. I don't think they have the foggiest idea. They're just pawns to be moved around on the chessboard. Who can we give what to secure their vote? Or it's the most cynical view of people. And these are the people around us who are told have all the compassion. And they're the ones who are told they're the ones who really care. They care. How do you lie like this? I'm going to play these sound bites back to back. Well, not back to back, but pretty much. It's Pat Smith, and it's her son who died next to the ambassador in Libya. Anderson Cooper talking to her last night on CNN. First question, who told you that they would give you information about your son's death?
Obama told me. Hillary promised me. They promised me. And I told them, please, tell me what happened. Just tell me what happened. I told them, please, don't give me any baloney that comes through with this political stuff. And I still don't know. In fact, today I just heard something more that he died of smoke inhalation. I look at TV and I see bloody handprints on walls thinking, my God, is that my son's? They haven't told me anything. They're still studying it. And the things that they are telling me are just outright lies. That Susan Rice, she talked to me personally and she said, this is the way it was. It was because of this film that came out.
Anderson Cooper says, so she told you, Susan Rice told you personally that she thought it was a result of the video of the protest?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, all of them did. All of them did. Leon Panetta actually took my face in his hands like this. And he says, trust me, I will tell you what happened. And so far he's told me nothing at all. And I want to know. I cried on Obama's shoulder. And then he kind of looked off into the distance. So that was worthless to me. I want to know, for God's sakes, or for Allah's sake, or whoever's sake is there.
What is this Obama looking off in the distance? Was he trying to find a camera? Or is he posing for a camera like Bill Clinton did on the way into Ron Brown's memorial? He's laughing and yucking it up with some preacher from Pennsylvania and sees the camera and starts crying within a half a step? Anderson Cooper can't believe what he's hearing here. He says, you deserve answers, Miss Smith.
I think so. I believe I do. I believe it. It's my son. I told Obama personally, I said, look, I had him for his first 17 years, and then he went into the service, then you got him. And I won't say it the way I said it, but I said, you screwed up. You didn't do a good job. I lost my son. And they said, we'll get back to you. I promise you, I will get back to you. Or trust me. I like that one the best of all. Trust me. I will let you know. Well, I don't trust you anymore. I'm not going to say lied to me, but you didn't tell me, and you knew.
That's the thing. They know what happened, and they won't tell her because they can't afford for it to get out and be in conflict with the political story that they've told, which is the video. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama blamed a video while the caskets carrying the bodies of the 4 dead were laying right next to them in that hangar in Dover, Delaware. They lied even with the caskets 5 feet away that it was a video that did it. I don't know what it says, but obviously there's not a whole lot of respect for this woman among the people she's talking to in the administration. But to me, folks, it's unacceptable. You heard her. It's my son. 17 years. Was he a hero? Did he die for a purpose that helped America? You know the kind of things this woman wants to know? She doesn't want to hear that he was defenseless, wasn't properly secured. Ambassador's family's got to be the same way, but they're probably more attuned to playing the political game.